What is going on, my mates? So they say that you gotta hook your audience within the first 15 seconds, so here you go. You're gonna love this one, I can guarantee it. Check it out. It's a freaking mold of my teeth. I had to get a retainer replacement because it cracked, because, you know, it goes in my mouth a lot, so, you know, it was bound to crack at some point. But here's a mold of my teeth, followed up by a Diet Dr. Pepper chug. And today, we're gonna be talking about some angry songs. So we're switching gears a little bit. We're going from saddest pop punk songs to angriest pop punk songs. So far we have not covered any positive emotions. Maybe we'll do a happiest one here in the near future, we'll see. This time we're going to be focusing on anger. First up is the quintessential angry pop punk song by angry pop punk band called Knuckle Puck. They're actually not that angry, but the song is called No Good. I'm sure you guessed it. This is kind of a basic song on this list. You know, that there's some basic, there's some kind of in the middle, then there's some like sort of obscure ones. So we're starting with the basics. Knuckle Puck song, No Good. By far one of their like top 3 most popular songs ever. If you're watching this and you haven't heard that song, that kind of blows my mind. If you're really into pop punk but haven't heard that, you should go listen to it. And as you all know, we read some lyrics from the song so you can kind of get a taste of what it's like, you know what I mean? Ideally, I wish I could just play a song clip, but that's just not even worth the trouble that you got to go through these days. So here's some lyrics from No Good. Where's your respect, and didn't your father teach you anything before you left? I'm not coming back. My mind was a fortress he knew how to rupture, flanking the trenches and storming my bunker day after day. I faced the wrath of what I've made, but I never thought I could feel this way at 19. Every word she said, like knives in the back of my head. Next up is a rather basic song that you've probably heard of, but in these list videos, you know, I kind of want to, you know, play to all sides, you know, like the most basic, then like, you know, like some obscure, like I said. But Daughters by The Story So Far, I'm sure if you clicked on this, you're like, that song's probably going to be on here. And it is, because it's a really, really important song. It's kind of a controversial song, and I totally get why people are like, oh, Parker Cannon must not like women based on this song. And I'm like, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but that would be pretty difficult to infer from a song that he wrote like probably close to 10 years ago at this point. So if you hate the song, I totally understand. If you love the song, I also totally understand. But here we go. Here's some lyrics from their rather iconic song called Daughters. Before you twist your tongue, no, there's no chance at all. Came here against my will, and my will's tested strong. Until now, I know we've never met, but I don't want to talk, and I'm already upset that you'll meet your demise in a drunken man's bed. Take another pull to make certain you forget. And to think that you're somebody's daughter, away at college, not getting smarter. I think it's those last 2 lines that really leave people perturbed. I don't know, maybe it's the whole song, I don't know. But yeah, if you like this song, dope. If you don't, that's cool too, I get it. But it's angry, you know, so I had to talk about it. Next up is a song that came out in the year 2013 in the month of June. This is an EP from a band called Real Friends. I know you've heard of Real Friends, but the EP is called Put Yourself Back Together. This is some of their work that I enjoy a lot more than their more recent stuff. Their first couple EPs, like, I definitely enjoyed. Looking back, is someone that's, I guess, just older now. I'm like, you know, like, they're still fun, and this song is fun, and this EP is fun, but the song is called Old and All Alone, and based on the title, you may be able to think, okay, this is either angry or it's really sad, but this time it's rather angry. So here we go. Here's some nice little lyrics from it. When we grow up, I hope that you end up old and all alone. You wouldn't know a good thing even if it slapped the makeup right off of your face. Burn down the bridges just in time for last call. Keep digging yourself neck deep into selfishness. I doubt that you'll ever find out who you really are. The makeup part, it reminds me of the Brand New song. It's like $20 bill. I can't remember the lyric right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that song is pretty angry. I think Kyle Fassel wrote the lyrics, because that was when he was like writing every single lyric. I think Dan writes some lyrics now, I'm not really sure, but yeah, the song is great. This is a song by a highly controversial band that was the exact opposite not even 2 or 3 years ago. The band that you're probably guessing by now is called Brand New. Jesse Lacey and the gang, they've put out literally some of the best music that I've ever heard in my entire life. Do I understand why they're controversial now? Of course, dude, but you're never gonna be able to like take the love of that music away from me. This song is called 70 times 7 from their album called Your Favorite Weapon, the first LP that they ever put out as a band. You know, it's very immature compared to their later work, but not immature in a bad way, just you know, in the way that it is what it is, very matter of fact. It's just more immature, but you know, it's still really good. I love, dude, I love all their stuff. I know I'm total like brand new fanboy, but this song is pretty angry, kind of passive aggressive, and here's some lyrics from it. So is that what you call a getaway? Tell me what you got away with, cause I've seen more spine on jellyfish, I've seen more guts on 11-year-old kids. Have another drink and drive yourself home. I hope there's ice on all the roads and you can think of me when you forget your seatbelt, and again when your head goes through the windshield. Yeah, you know, it's like pretty like, hey, I don't like you, man. This is a song by a band called Neck Deep. I'm sure you've heard of them. They're pretty big these days, but it's from their EP called Rain in July that came out a good while ago now, 2012, so we're coming up on the 7-year mark, which is really, really weird. This song kind of came out during their Tumblr fame days, and I'm sure a lot of people know, but they kind of got their start on Tumblr, you know, posted a couple tracks that they recorded from the bedroom, and just, you know, they kind of went up on Tumblr. And, you know, in 2012, Tumblr was just a beautiful aesthetic, like there's rain on my windshield, I'm gonna take a picture, then put like words on it type of thing. It was great, and Neck Deep really kind of capitalized on that and did their thing, and you know, mad props to them. Look at them today. But the song is called What Did You Expect? And it sounds like he says cornbread in the part that I'm about to read, but I'll explain here in a second. F his car and F his money. He might pay for you, but he's got nothing. I won't be in sight when you realize that I might just have been a more stable support to the life that you'll build when he cuts himself short. When he says F his car and F his money, I swear he says F his cornbread or something like that. Like tell me I'm not the only one that feels that way. There's this album called The Upsides by a band called The Wonder Years. It came out in the year 2010. It's a pretty iconic album at this point. A lot of people that love pop punk love that album, and you know, I love The Wonder Years. I feel like to an extent I've like grown out of them. Not saying that I don't like their music anymore, that's not what I'm getting at. It's just kind of like it hits me in a different way, but I still enjoy it. And there's this song on the album that's pretty anti-religion. It's like actually just very anti-religion. Soupy's always been kind of, you know, against religion, and I totally understand where he's coming from, you know what I mean? But this song is just really funny. So it's called Dynamite Shovel, so here we go. Rest stop in Tennessee, found out where the ignorant to the world meet for donuts and coffee, spewing rhetoric I thought was reserved for Westboro Baptists and lunatics like that. So you can hide behind the Bible, we still know your inbreeding can claim this one, so chalk it up, these small town minds stay small. Yeah, so he clearly doesn't like religion. This next one is a really great song, you know what I mean? It's just like one of those songs where you listen to it and you're like, wow, this is a great song. And the song is called Symmetry by Title Fight. This was actually kind of a request from one of my friends on Instagram, because I did one of those question things on the Instagram story. I was like, angriest pop punk songs ever, and my friend, his name is Fifth Wave Emo, that's his ad. I don't even know his real name, but he said Title Fight Symmetry, and I was like, dude, I got it, you know what I mean? And it's just a really good song from The Last Thing You Forget, and it's just, I love this song, dude. There's symmetry in the way you cut me straight in two. Each side reflects the image of a crowd in an empty room. You're a match that can't be lit, spark a flame, burn infinite. You broke me like a mirror, 7 years keep adding up. Walk barefoot through the glass, not a single cut. Direction, I'm walking on fences, it left me defenseless. So it's not like directly like super angry, it's more just kind of like bitter, bummed out. You could even maybe throw in some passive aggressive in there, and yeah, it's just a great track, man. And speaking of passive aggressiveness, this song is extremely passive aggressive, and it's probably kind of flown under the radar for some people in terms of recognizing it as an angry song. But let me tell you, this is an angry song, but it's rooted in passive aggressiveness. So like I said, it might just kind of slip by you, but it's a Jake song by Modern Baseball on the second half of You're Gonna Miss It All, and it's called Going to Bed Now. I love Jake's songs. I'm very partial to his work, especially on Slaughter Beach Dog, but for Modern Baseball, I just love his songs, man. They just shine over Brendan's songs. Not to say that I don't love Brendan's songs, because y'all know how much I love Modern Baseball, but I'm just really partial to the Jake Ewald, and here's some lyrics from that song. What do you give someone who's already got one of everything you thought would be the perfect accoutrement to their unnerving temperament? Attention. What could a lowly peasant being like myself offer? A perfect, pleasant savior of humanity, redeemer of us sickly, sinning hillbillies. Attention. So I think this is kind of a knock toward rich, spoiled kids in a very kind of almost vague type of nondescript way, but I think what he's saying is really spot on and very angry when you get right down to it. This is by far the darkest song on this entire list, and this one actually came back into my mind as I was about to record this video. It took the place of another song that was going to be in here, but I was like, holy crap, this is so dark, it's so angry, and you almost wouldn't even expect it from this band. But their earlier work, this particular album, is rather dark. The band is called Bayside and the song is called Dear Tragedy, and man, it's just it's a dark little bop, but it's kind of got this like groove to it, this kind of like rhythm, just this like constant I can't do the sound obviously with my mouth. Here's some lyrics from it, dude. I'm never waking up again, so I'll never have to find out what you did. Each day it's harder to pretend that your eyes aren't lying as much as your mouth did. I'd grab your head by your hair and I'd hack it off and put it on display in the front of the yard on a stick that's decorated with a little pink bow and a sign that says her friends and family should have taught her more about love. That's pretty dark. This last song, it's definitely a fun song. It's definitely an over-the-top dramatic song, but in the sake of fun, you know what I mean? I guess that's the best way I can describe it. It's like over-the-top dramatic, but in a very self-aware way to kind of get a point across, well, like being, like I said, over-dramatic, but like I can tell that they're like self-aware about it. I can't really describe it, but if you've heard the song, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. It's called Yer Killin Me by Remo Drive, one of probably their biggest song ever. I can't really think of a song by them that's bigger than this one. Here's some lyrics from it. If you've never heard it, I think you're really gonna like this. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm leaving forever. If you miss me, whatever, I don't care. I'm tired of your face and the way that you hate everything. You make me want to start smoking cigarettes so I die slowly. Anything that's bad for me, you're killing me. You're killing me. Really, really great track. If you've never heard it, please go listen. Like, dude, seriously, this is a good song. My mates, thank you so much for watching and scoping out this video. This one will come with the Spotify playlist as well, so if you want to check out these songs, listen for yourself and just see how angry they are, well, it's going to be right down below in the description, maybe even in the pinned comment, whatever, but it'll be there. And thank you so much for watching, my mates. We're almost at 9K. Thank you all so much. I'll see you on Thursday with a brand new one.